The battle over Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 has now shifted to the Senate, and a powerful traditional leader has stepped forward with a message that is already making headlines. Chief Makoni says the people of Makoni district fully support the Constitutional Amendment number 3 bill and the changes it seeks to introduce. His remarks come as senators continue debating one of the most controversial pieces of legislation Zimbabwe has seen in recent years. Supporters say the bill will strengthen governance and improve national development. Critics argue that it raises serious constitutional concerns. Now, with traditional leaders entering the debate, the political stakes have become even higher. Why is Chief Makoni backing CAB 3? What reasons did he give? And what impact could the support of traditional leaders have on the national conversation? Stay tuned. And before we continue, please subscribe, like this video, and turn on notifications for daily Zimbabwe political news and analysis. Let's get into it.
Ili ne wanhu kwamakoni nemanikaland wakatituma kuno vari kusapota CAB 3 wakati iwo dai anga ari ma-DNA test tingadai tiri kuti kunoku kwamakoni nemanikaland tinoifavor iri 99.9%. Wachiti zvakare vanoifananidza amendment yeconstitution vanoifananidza nemwana akazvarwa 2013. Constitution yedu yakazvarwa 2013. Wachiti izvo kana mwana azvarwa, tombotora example yemwanasikana, anokura, achikura mai vanondoruka vachiisa tumabraids, vamwe vachiendesa kundoisa mazino esimbi kuti anyatsobuda zvakanaka, vamwe vachirukaru vachipenda tunzwara, vachiti ndo zvatinofarira kuti constitution yedu iitwe, nekuti tikati isusu ngaingoti pese patada kuchinja ngatiende kureferendum. Izvozvi zvitingadai taane mareferendum matatu. Saka vari kuti iwo mareferendum akangofanana nemaelections. Saka tingadai tiri kuti isusu from 2013 kusvika izvizvi tingadai taane maelections 5. Saka wachiti aiwa basa iri takapa maparliamentarians nemi masenatorials kuti mutionere muchiti amendera sezvatinongoita mwanasikana kana achikura tinongomugadziridza kuti age ari achiruka naye. Saka tinotenda na honorable Ziambi vari kuita basa rakanaka rakakura, Madam Chair, President.
Zimbabwe's Senate resumed debate on the Constitutional Amendment number 3 bill this Wednesday, continuing discussions that have already generated widespread attention across the country. The bill recently passed through the National Assembly with the required 2/3 majority and is now being considered by senators before it can proceed further in the legislative process. As expected, the debate has attracted strong opinions from both supporters and opponents. One of the most notable contributions came from Senator Chief Makoni, who used his time during the Senate proceedings to express support for the proposed legislation. According to Chief Makoni, the people of Makoni district stand firmly behind CAB 3 and support its provisions. His comments immediately attracted attention because traditional leaders remain highly influential figures in many communities across Zimbabwe. Chief Makoni argued that the views he was presenting reflected sentiments from people within his district. He maintained that residents have confidence in the direction the country is taking and believe the proposed constitutional amendments can contribute positively to governance and development. His remarks added another important voice to the growing national discussion. The involvement of traditional leaders in constitutional debates is significant because chiefs occupy a unique position within Zimbabwean society. Beyond their cultural and traditional responsibilities, chiefs often serve as important links between communities and national institutions. As a result, their views frequently carry weight among local populations. Supporters of CAB 3 welcomed Chief Makoni's intervention. Many argue that constitutional amendments should be viewed as part of the country's natural political evolution. According to supporters, the reforms are intended to improve governance structures, strengthen institutions, and create conditions for long-term development. For them, support from traditional leaders demonstrates growing confidence in the legislative process. Critics, however, continue expressing concerns about various aspects of the bill. Opposition politicians, legal experts, and some civil society groups have argued that constitutional amendments should only proceed when they enjoy broad national consensus. They maintain that constitutional reforms require extensive public participation because of their long-term impact on the country's governance framework. This difference in opinion has made CAB 3 one of the most debated political issues in Zimbabwe. Every contribution during parliamentary discussions is therefore being closely watched by citizens, analysts, and political observers. Chief Makoni's remarks have now become part of that wider conversation. Political analysts note that the support of traditional leaders can influence public perceptions, particularly in rural communities where chiefs continue playing important leadership roles. When traditional leaders publicly support or oppose major national issues, their views often become part of local discussions and community debates. This explains why Chief Makoni's comments have attracted considerable attention. At the same time, some observers caution against assuming that every resident within a district necessarily shares the same view. Like any community, districts often contain diverse opinions and perspectives. While Chief Makoni expressed support for the bill, discussions surrounding CAB 3 remain varied across different regions and political groups. The Senate debate itself represents a critical stage in the legislative process. Following its passage through the National Assembly, the bill must continue through constitutional procedures before becoming law. As a result, senators are now examining the proposals and contributing their own perspectives. The discussions are expected to continue attracting significant public interest. Many Zimbabweans are paying close attention because constitutional amendments affect the framework through which the country is governed. Questions relating to accountability, representation, leadership, and institutional structure are all connected to constitutional debates. This is why every statement made during parliamentary proceedings is receiving scrutiny. For supporters of CAB 3, Chief Makoni's comments represent evidence that communities are embracing the proposed reforms. For opponents, however, the debate remains far from settled. They continue calling for broader discussions and careful examination of the proposed changes. These competing viewpoints ensure that the national conversation remains active. As the Senate deliberations continue, more contributions from senators, traditional leaders, and political figures are expected. Each intervention adds another layer to a debate that has already become one of Zimbabwe's most important political discussions of the year. Whether the bill ultimately receives final approval or encounters further challenges, one thing is certain: the constitutional conversation is not ending anytime soon. For now, Chief Makoni's message is clear. He says Makoni district supports constitutional amendment number 3 and believes the proposed reforms deserve backing. Whether that sentiment reflects broader national opinion remains part of the larger debate that Zimbabwe continues to have. And as senators continue their work, citizens across the country will be watching closely. Do you think traditional leaders should play an active role in national constitutional debates? And do you believe CAB3 has enough public support to move forward? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this report, please subscribe, like this video, and turn on notifications for daily Zimbabwe political news and analysis. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.